Welcome back to AG Chelsea TV. This is a YouTube channel for news, stories, and analysis surrounding Chelsea Football Club. I will update new video every day. Like, subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Chelsea still want to give Mauricio Pochettino one final transfer gift with League One ace. Chelsea could, once again, bolster their forward ranks this summer with the acquisition of Lyon star Bradley Barcola. The winger is of interest to the Blues and they are reportedly well informed of his situation as the transfer window begins to draw to a close. Raheem Sterling has excelled on the right in the opening 2 matches of the Premier League season, but Chelsea remain in the market for another right-sided forward that can provide depth in numerous departments, despite signing Madueke last season. According to Fabrizio Romano, the Blues are looking to sign one more attacker that can play as a number 10 and a winger, and it is likely to be the final piece of the puzzle for Pochettino this summer. Chelsea are said to have asked for information last week on the status of Barcola, but signing the Lyon star is likely to prove difficult. The 20-year-old is said to have agreed on personal terms with Paris Saint-Germain early this summer and is waiting for a move to the Parc des Princes to be finalized between the two clubs. However, Chelsea will be hopeful of those negotiations collapsing so that Pochettino's side can pounce. Barcola can play on both wings as well as a number 10 and as a makeshift striker, and the prospect could thrive under the guidance of Nkunku. The forward scored 5 goals and registered 8 assists in 26 League One appearances last season and would be another long-term purchase for Chelsea, but has experience of playing at the very top level. Pochettino revealed that he was expecting the Blues to make more signings in what remains of the transfer window when speaking after his side's 3-1 defeat at the hands of West Ham over the weekend. He explained, "It is not easy in this moment to find the right profile. We are in the process, working to see if we can add some players in this area." Chelsea midfielder Kanichukwumika undergoes knee surgery. Chelsea have announced that Kanichukwumika underwent knee surgery on Monday evening. On the preceding day, the 19-year-old had made his second successive Premier League start in a fixture against West Ham United at the London Stadium. During the first half, Chukwumika starred as Chelsea largely dominated the Hammers, while he also clinically swept the ball into the far corner from 12 yards for his first goal in a Blues shirt. However, before the end of the opening period, the England under-20 international went down clutching his knee, initially trying to continue before being unable to put any weight on the injured area. Chukwumika was helped off the pitch by the Chelsea medical staff before he was seen returning to the team coach after the game struggling to walk. On Tuesday morning, the playmaker took to social media to reflect on what occurred in a fixture that Chelsea went on to lose by a 3-1 scoreline. Although Chukwumika has described the injury as a minor setback, Chelsea preceded that post by revealing that the £20 million signing from last year had undergone an operation. A statement read, Chukwumika sustained an injury to his left knee during our game against West Ham United on Sunday. Last night Kani underwent surgery and will now begin his recovery. The 19-year-old will work with the club's medical department on his rehabilitation at Cobham. While Chelsea have not given any indication over a time frame for recovery, journalist Tom Roddy of The Times says on Twitter that Chukwumika could be absent for 6 weeks. Should it emerge that is the official rehabilitation time, Chelsea may perceive it to be a best-case scenario given the amount of knee injuries that they have suffered since the end of last year. Jamie Carragher suggests Chelsea already need to upgrade £25 million player who they've just signed. Jamie Carragher has suggested that Chelsea already need to sign an upgrade on Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez, who started the season as Chelsea's first-choice goalkeeper, only just signed for the club in the summer transfer window. The Spanish shot-stopper arrived from Premier League rivals Brighton at the start of the month in a £25 million deal. Sky Sports, replacing Kepa Arrizabalaga as he joined Real Madrid on a season-long loan. So, is there already pressure on Sanchez after conceding 4 goals in his opening 2 league appearances for the Blues? Sky Sports pundit Carragher believes that Chelsea need a better keeper than Sanchez to really compete at the top of the league table. If you said to me how many players do they need to challenge Man City, I'm not talking about winning the league. I still think they need a goalkeeper, even though they have just signed Sanchez, Carragher told Sky Sports. We're reserving judgment so far on Sanchez, who's been a bit unfortunate to leak 4 goals in the first 2 games. He will soon have new competition for his starting position as the club reportedly close in on a new glove man. But we're confident Mauricio Pochettino will stick with him for now. The Evening Standard claims that Chelsea are closing in on the signing of New England Revolution goalkeeper DJODRDIE Petrov for £11.8 million. In the meantime, Chelsea's immediate focus on the pitch needs to be killing teams off with all this possession. Unfortunately, we're slipping into recent habits of lacking any cutting edge around the opposition's penalty box, which cost us in the 3-1 weekend defeat away to West Ham. Fabrizio Romano confirms latest Chelsea signing as £15 million deal agreed. Chelsea have agreed a 7-year contract with Serbian goalkeeper DJODRDIE Petrovich after having a fee worth up to $19.7 million, £15.4 million, accepted by New England Revolution. That is according to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, who reports the contract includes the option of a further year as Mauricio Pochettino looks to provide competition to Robert Sanchez. The deal is worth $17.5 million up front with a further $2.2 million in add-ons. 3 of the club's goalkeepers are out on loan, with Kepa Arrizabalaga most recently making the temporary move to Real Madrid, while Teddy Sharman-Lowe and Gabriel Slonina are on loan at Bromley and KAS Eupen respectively. Chelsea have also lost Edouard Mendy this summer after he made the move to Al Ahly in the Saudi Pro League. Petrovic is expected to undergo a medical in the next 48 hours and to be available for Chelsea's home game with Luton Town on Friday night. The 23-year-old came through the academy at Serbian side FKU Carragher and broke into the club's first team in 2019. He went on to make 78 league appearances before sealing a move to the MLS in April 2022. His move to Chelsea will see him become the most expensive goalkeeper in MLS history, breaking the record of $10 million when Chelsea signed Slonina from Chicago Fire last year. Mauricio Pochettino could add yet more signings before the window closes next week. As he said of potential transfers further up the pitch, "We are working, of course. We are looking at all of the options that we can manage on the market. We can see the potential, but I think at the same time, we are keeping 1 or 2 eyes on Armando Broja." Newcastle United sign Lewis Hall. Newcastle United have signed defender Lewis Hall on a season-long loan from Chelsea. The deal includes an obligation for the Magpies to make the transfer permanent next summer based on performance-related criteria. A boyhood Newcastle United fan, Lewis is the 5th arrival at St James's Park this summer and will wear shirt number 20. The 18-year-old fullback is regarded as one of Chelsea's most highly rated academy graduates and has made 12 senior appearances for the Blues, including starts in both Premier League matches against Newcastle United last season. He was named Chelsea's Academy Player of the Year for the 2022-23 season, just 2 years after Tino Livramento picked up the same accolade, and he was presented with the award on the pitch at Stamford Bridge before a 1-1 draw with the Magpies in May. Lewis said, "I'm very proud. Me and my family are Newcastle fans, and for me and my brother growing up, it was drilled into us that we were Newcastle. It's a big club and I can't wait to get started. I got a lot of experience last year in some big fixtures and I was really proud of the way I progressed as a player and a person. To now be here at Newcastle, the club that I've supported since I was a kid, I'm honored and very proud to wear this shirt. It's very exciting." When you look back on last season and the way the team performed, not just the results, but the performances the team were putting in, it was amazing. There's so many talented players and we've got the Champions League now as well, so there's many different competitions that I know the team will be wanting to do well in, and hopefully get a trophy or 2 as well. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.